Everything that you believe about yourself is true. Everything that you believe about yourself, whether that is your limitations or where you could be, everything that you believe that you can and can't do is true. And I know that because in all the seasons that I've lived, all the lives I've lived, everything that I believed about myself at each of these points has always been true. When I believed I was fat, a piece of shit, that I was gonna die lonely, that I couldn't exercise, that I had to eat all the time, that everybody around me was trash, everything about life that I believed was true. And it wasn't until I hit a moment where I said to myself, like, what could we be? How could maybe life be different? And I realized life could be different if I just made some changes. So I started reading, and I started waking up earlier, and I started exercising, and I realized that you are your habits. You know, one of my best friends in one of those lives, we always used to just joke about how people never change, how people always do the same thing. And that is true, because the hardest thing to break is a habit, and your habits are who you are. And so if you're drinking all the time, sure, you might become alcoholic. If you're out here cheating all the time, you become a cheater. If you read all the time, maybe you'll become smart. Like at the end of the day, it's like almost elementary as to the process to get to the next step. The question becomes like, what do you really believe about yourself? Because if that's what you believe more than anything, you start to push towards that. And when I cut all the things out of my life that made me who I was and said maybe I could be something different, and I started reading, and I started working, and I started getting to the gym, and I started waking up earlier, I became the things that I thought I could be. And the wild thing is that it's exponential, either going down or up. The more that I believed I could be more, the more I became. And the more I became, I realized I could become even more. And now hours have turned to days, and days have turned to weeks, and weeks, months, and months, years. And now I'm at a place where 2 years ago, I could have never imagined the things that I could say, the things I could believe, the things that I could do. I wanted to make one app for 5 years, and then we made three in less than a year. I wanted to be a part of a startup, and it's happened. I wanted to read. I wanted to help people, and I've been able to help people all in 1 year. I've been able to work out and help more people in 1 year than I did for the last 28 because I knew I could be something, and I believed it in myself, and I worked habitually towards bettering myself. And I realized that that's what I want for my life. At different times, I wanted to make millions of dollars. I wanted to make an app. I wanted to do certain things. And it is what it is. You can create. But all these selfish wants of like life, it's empty because you do it and then it's like, well, what else? And I realized I want to use the platform of the things that I've learned to help others. And the times I thought it was like, maybe I'll be a coach and people, look, I just want someone to be able to call me and say, like, I just feel like there's something I'm missing, or I've torn up everything in my life and everything's falling apart and I don't know what to do. And I want you to be able to DM me or call me, or there be a platform where we can talk, we can work with each other, because maybe if I can help one person reach the place that I was a year ago, that person can help another person. And then one becomes two, two becomes four, four becomes eight, eight becomes 100 people. And us together changing the world for the better is sensational, but it starts with us. And it starts with me. And I'm excited for what this platform is going to be, because we have so many ideas and things that we're going to change. And there's so many announcements and things that I have coming down the pipe of just changing the world. And the best way to change the world is to change your life, is to change your habits and ask questions and not judge. And I think we can do something special together. So I'm excited. I love you. I believe in you. And I look forward to everything that we're going to do together. I hope you're excited. The content's going to change up a little bit, but it's just all for the better. Here's the greatness. Here's the love. Here's the more life. Have a wonderful day.